bugger. I've just realised it's the show tonight. I can't believe it. There's like 10 minutes to get ready. I need to find Belle. Let's get a shift on. Oh crap, we need a brew. Don't run with brews. Hey, what are you doing? We've got the show.
Why didn't you tell me sooner? 2 minutes.
Come on, what are you doing?
I said 2 minutes. You can't perfect this in less.
Right, come on, babe, we're late. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cookie and the Haydens. I'm Car Boot Chris, and this is Bargain Belle, my significant other.
Better
Yeah, probably, to be fair. I hope you're all doing well, and we are ready for another Monday night extravaganza. What have we got coming up tonight? Well, we're going to talk about what everyone's been talking about, and that is, you probably don't know about it, babe, because you don't follow it, but
Don't follow what? Your channel.
yeah, exactly. Chris from Daily Refinement, very, very big YouTuber, got a big following, and he lost his eBay account. Permanent suspension.
Wow.
Permanent suspension. How do you have a permanent suspension? By very nature of the word suspension means that it's like... Anyway, we'll get into that later. We're going to talk about what would you do if you lost your eBay account. I've had to think about it myself. What would I do? And I put out, yeah, definitely. I put out 3 polls last week, and I've been monitoring the results, and we'll talk about what everyone seems to be saying in a little while. Also, we've got the duck race in around an hour's time, give or take a few minutes, in which we have this amazing prize in the duck race. So if you're entered, you could win this, and we'll show you what it is a little bit later. Keep you in suspense. Anyway, as always, I've done a lot of talking. Belle is going to do all the intros and say hello to everybody, aren't you, dear?
Belle is here in body and not in mind.
I can tell. Go for it.
Right, let's go. Does mine start where yours starts, though? Yes, mine does. So we have Dave Repairs in first. Hello, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
We then have Tori.
Hi, Tori.
Santa Claus. See any seals or dolphins lately? What about ducks? That is Santa's reference to the fact we have literally just got off a boat.
Yeah.
And no, we didn't see any seals and we didn't see any dolphins.
Big letdown. I nearly died, though. We'll talk about that later.
We did nearly die. Tam and Bell Cell. Betty Bob, Vincent Lee.
Hi, Vincent.
Catan.
Hi, Catan. Hi, Candy.
Secret Carper. Kevin Hawthorne. ANPJ.
ANPR.
Yorkshire Mix. Bloody hell. Catan said he did 12 car boots and a Costco run in 4 days. I
could not have done 12 boots. I'm knackered, and I did 1 each day. Early morning starts. No way.
We've got Martin J.
Hi, Martin.
Oliver Ian. Jane
Olivia.
Brown.
Hi, Jane.
Martin J. Have I already said Martin J?
Yeah.
Mike Calpin.
Hi, Mike.
JJ.
Hi, Anne Francis. Hi, Jess.
Bills and Moon. Oh, that's a good point. We need balloons today.
I did it. I've already done it from last week. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Andrew Crump on Facebook.
Hello. We have Left-Handed Hummingbird.
Sarah.
Jason Entwistle. What has he said? Won't be in the chat much on Big Telly. Got some listings to do.
I'm sure John has got this on copy and paste. Every time he comes into the chat, he says this. Welcome, John.
We've got Del Boy Dan.
Oh, Del Boy.
We have
Where's Rodders?
Duck, Simon Holloway, Steve Brano, Ems Den. Happy Easter, everybody. Same to you.
Hi, Steve-O.
Space Invader, Philip Lee, Soul Steps, Richard Payne, Fix It for Reselling.
Hi, guys.
Tonks Boutique, she's listening and working.
Oh.
The Monkey Thrifter.
Peter.
Del Boy said he did 3 car boots this morning and a village yard sale. That's a lot.
I haven't got the stamina for that kind of number. Or the money, or the space.
Alana is with us.
Hi, Lana.
JR Reselling.
Hi, JR.
Tea Cakes. Ivy Julie Harvey.
Oh, hello. Welcome.
Fletch One. Kimmy Kitty. Did I ever said Bills and Moons? I think I have.
Yeah.
My brain not working. Tea Cakes. Jack of all trades. Chris Ling.
Chris and Bungle. You're Bungle.
Thanks. Have I said Jason Entwistle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dungeons and Joypads.
Yeah. Hi, guys.
Vincent says, went to a boot sale, buyers in at 6 a.m. Got there at 6:30 and we're told the buyers went in at 5 a.m.
That is bloody annoying.
Yes.
I hate that. That is a pet hate.
To the point that Chris didn't tell any of us the car boot we went to this morning didn't open till 8 when we got there at 7:30. I think I'm at the bottom. John Hodges.
Hi, John.
And I'm at the bottom.
There you go. We'll chat about the daily refinement thing in a little while. How's everyone's Easter weekend been? We've had family down.
And it's been busy.
We've done a lot of stuff. I literally haven't listed any new items since Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I've been relisting older stock. And actually, I've had a pretty fair to good weekend. I had a £200 day and the rest were all over £100. So considering I haven't listed anything that is new to the store, I think that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Let us know how you've all been doing it.
And we now have literally a house full of new stock.
Yeah, new crap.
Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots.
I did a boot sale Saturday morning. I got up at 5 a.m. for that one. Sunday morning, 5 a.m. for that one. And this morning we went to a slightly later one. I wouldn't have fancied doing much more than that because we haven't really got the room for it, and difficult to get through the numbers.
When it's boot sale time, you end up using the spare bedroom. But seeing as we had guests in it, it was a little difficult. So we were literally sleeping with stock in the bedroom last night.
Here we go. AMPR said he went to Adams Chelford. It was busy. I bet it was. On a nice sunny day, Adams Chelford is a cracker.
Junjun Jopper says he went home with 10p in his pocket yesterday. Didn't even have money to buy himself brekkie.
Oh dear. Oh, Cookie's.
Will be a cat in the garden.
Cookie's barking. I think there's probably a cat in the back garden.
Sam's Adventures is with us. Big kick-off at our car boot today. Someone was in the boot of someone's car. Others not impressed. No, it is a bit annoying when they do that.
That's annoying.
Tori says she's listed 4 items today, running a sale to get rid of some stuff. So good sales. No. I
don't often do a markdown sale, but I've got a sale on at the moment. I had one on last week. I'll put another one on this week, and it seems to be working.
Night's Life has joined.
You might have to go and check the dog bay.
Jack of all trades, it's been excellent.
It's been excellent.
Catan says barely eating food, going to sleep early and waking up early. Sunday was good for pickup, but the other days were okay to pull. Cookie!
Come here, Cooks. Come here, what's this? What's this? Look.
I'm too tired to even get up.
Richard said he's got 28 to post out tomorrow. No listing either. Yeah, I think I've got 30 plus to go out tomorrow. I've already packaged most of them this afternoon. So any new ones I'll have to do first thing in the morning.
Mike said Adams Chelsea was mega rammed. To be fair, the one we went to was they only do it a couple of times a year, don't they, at a cricket ground.
Oh, it's packed.
And it was packed. It was packed. Steve said weekend was good too. Boot sale, some good pickups. Cookie! Little shit. This little shit has caused us grief this weekend and cost us money, so she needs to stop barking. Vincent Lee's use stock as central heating, no need to use gas or electric, win-win. Yeah, but I've also had to Febreze the bedroom because it stank as well.
That's
all
the downside, isn't it?
In there.
Del Boy Dan says it's busy. Boy's 8th birthday Friday. Open house, seeing family and friends. Jump Inc. on Saturday and took him to VR Zone. Oh, that sounds like a busy weekend.
Yeah, busy. I remember the days of birthdays when they were kids. Don't really have that problem now. They just take themselves out on the piss. Not
the best or the worst weekend from Brooke, but over the week averages out. Yes, indeed. Yes. Tam and Bell did an Easter 15% sale, had a few bites. That's good. I always find if you do a markdown sale, anything less than 25% and it ain't worth it. But at least you've had a few bites.
Bills and Moon said they put a sale on. They're doing okay.
Sarah says Exeter was busy yesterday. I very rarely go to Exeter Racecourse, Sarah.
We are closer now.
It's relatively close to us. It's probably about, what, a 20-minute drive or something? 20-minute drive from us, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's not one of my favourites for some reason.
Jack of all trades is here with the jokes. At the boot sale, someone stole his trainers and high vis. They can run, but they can't hide. Is that because Chop Chop's not in? It's normally Chop Chop who comes in with the jokes.
Yeah. Jess says sold at 2 car boots, decent pickups and 100+ orders going out. That's excellent.
That's good. TK said a cracking weekend, 200 cricket bat for £2 was the highlight.
Very nice.
That is good.
What's Cookie been up to, Lana says?
She's been poorly sick. She became... I would go to as far as say she was really poorly on Friday, by Friday night, to the point where we had to ring the emergency vet.
We were very worried about her, actually.
We were really worried.
What are you barking at? She's here now. What are you barking at?
She was struggling to
come sit down.
Jump
Come
up.
on.
She wouldn't let us touch her. Her belly really swelled up really badly. But we'd all had a drink. So none of us could drive. So we had to monitor her all night. I slept on the camp bed downstairs with her.
If we thought it was that, if we were really, the vet told us to monitor her really overnight and then take her in the morning. But if it had got to the point where we were
that's why I slept.
We could have got a taxi.
Yeah, I slept downstairs with her and woke up every hour to check her. And if she'd have got any worse, we were going to just go and get a taxi and take her into the vet. But I got through to the morning. We took her in Saturday, didn't we? And
she's
long story short, it looks like she's just ate something and give herself a really bad, painful tummy. So she's still not 100%, but she's on paracetamol, doggy paracetamol, isn't she? But yeah, the little git.
Yep. She's good now, thankfully, because we were worried there for a little while.
It's probably the most worried I've ever been about her. Like I said, literally, I was waking up every single hour just to check she was still breathing, because I genuinely thought there was something seriously wrong with her.
To be honest, we were worried about the whole twisted intestine thing that dogs
Can
get.
Happen to dogs. Yeah.
One of my previous dogs died of it when it had to have an operation to try and untie it or something. And of course, Marley and me. That's the one that comes into your mind, because that's what happens to Marley in the film. Gets a twisted intestine, which is common in Labradors. But the vet did say it's not common in Spaniels, but obviously wouldn't rule it out.
She's just a little git. She just eats all sorts. It could literally be anything. But yeah, she gave us a scare. And trust it to be over a bank holiday weekend, when you know that you can't just go at any point. Yeah.
Ivy Julie says, I worked 5 days over Easter on markets and booties, crack of dawn, roller coaster of sales, so totally whacked, but being a good travel all around Cornwall and Devon.
Very
cool. Excellent.
Yorkshire Mix is not at a sale since Friday.
Oh, that's not good. You need to You need to like shake things up a bit in your shop, and maybe do a few changes, reduce some stuff, put a sale on or something.
Fletchman says, should ask everyone who's been suspended from eBay and why. Bet there's a number of reasons why people get suspended.
We'll ask that in a bit. If you remind me in a bit, Fletch, we'll ask people if they're willing to share.
From Reseller says, sold 2 records this morning, 199 quid and 175. Gave me a right boost for the week. I bet
Nice.
it did.
Yeah, it's a nice start, isn't it? Nice start for the week.
Yeah. Catan said, we found out that our local Tesco did a boot sale. We go past it and they're closed on Easter Sunday, so they do it each year, and found out our local rugby club has started a boot sale as well. That's cool.
Nice. It's always good to find. I know. I'm looking at StreamYard. There's some. I think it's StreamYard, you know, because we've got a perfect. We've got a perfect Wi-Fi. We've got like 200 meg download, but still, sometimes StreamYard's connection here just goes a bit, and it's like I don't understand why. Because
maybe we need to go and get back on that boat. We have better internet then.
I don't understand why, because my Wi-Fi is at full max. There's no problems with it, but yet StreamYard. Yeah, I can't do anything about it, guys. It says here connection's unstable. It's ridiculous that it's unstable because there's absolutely nothing wrong with our connection right now. I might actually, because this was happening last week, I might go on to StreamYard Help and ask them why this is happening.
Yeah, because it's not been happening every week, has it?
No, it's been happening in the last couple of weeks. There's no reason for it.
The Monkey says Friday, Saturday was in Ulverston, but did a bit of charity shop stuff. Sunday met up with a couple of mates, one who was my best man I haven't seen for a few years, and today Hepton Duck Race video out soon.
Oh,
busy weekend. Shabatron is with us. Male Retro has joined us.
Welcome. And what I might have to do with the signal thing is I might have to go wide again to stop this, because it just seems that, you know, the Wi-Fi just drops out, and it's not. I don't think it's the Wi-Fi that here. I think it's something to do with StreamYard. Me.
Tamman Bell said, "Is that the free StreamYard?"
No, it's a paid version. It's not the top version, but it's a paid version.
Catan says, when you're streaming, it's about the upload speed.
But I have like 30 megabyte upload or something. It makes no sense. I mean, when we're in Modbury, we had 2 megabyte upload, and we've got 10 times that, at least 10 times that.
Back to normal at the minute.
It's just, it doesn't make any sense.
Male Retro says, do you have too many devices connected on the Wi-Fi at once?
It could be, but it should be fast enough to cope with it. I don't understand it. But I think we will. I think I will, because I've still got the wire from the last house, so I think I might go wired on it again. I think we might do that.
Mike Carpin says there's another reseller who runs a duck race. Dun, dun, dun.
I know.
Is that where you stole it from?
He does. Dave, you're talking about. Dave is paying a very, very handsome licensing fee to us for the privilege of running the duck race.
Really? Is it?
Aren't you, Dave?
Really? Is it?
Aren't you, Dave? Yeah, I've got one of those as well, Dave. I'll dig one of those out. Power line. Yeah, good idea. It's just very annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't always play the video on my phone while I'm looking at the chat, so I'll play it now and I can keep an eye on where it's going. Vincent says when it goes pixelated, it's like the lineup when you're not allowed to see the faces.
Dungeon says it might be a bottleneck in the StreamYard server. Oh, that could be it. Yeah, maybe. I am going to message them though, because they have a Facebook group and you can put your questions, comments, and help.
Send them an angry message.
I'm going to, because we're paying for this service, and I just don't see that it's our Virgin connection, because it's pretty fast. You know, both up and down. So I don't see how it is that. Anyway, it is what it is. We'll do our best. Hopefully it'll be okay.
I'm going to have to take that off. It's actually hurting the top of my head.
Is that because you burnt your fod?
Yeah, because I burnt my fod.
Right, what we're going to talk about. Okay. So Daily Refinement, in case you didn't know Chris, he's one of the biggest US reseller YouTubers. He does courses, he has like paid subscriptions, and does like private streams and stuff like that. So he's big in the reselling over in the US. I don't particularly watch Chris's videos much, but I know about Chris and I have watched him in the past. Now, he had his eBay account permanently suspended due to the fact he was selling high-end trainers. When I say high-end, I'm talking like thousands of dollar trainers, like $25,000 trainers. Who knew?
Wow.
You know, these are mega money trainers, and he could not provide any invoice or receipt for where he got them from to eBay. Otherwise, he would have kept his account. So basically, they shut him down and said, you will not get your account back. Whether that actually stays like that remains to be seen. I kind of have a suspicion that he might end up getting his account back, but maybe he was told, well, you can't operate in that category anymore. But we'll wait and see if he does get his account back. But it just shows you potentially that it doesn't matter who you are, how big you are, how much money you're making for eBay, because you know, he was selling $1,000 trainers. Yeah. So he was making money. So that also means eBay was making a lot of money as well. So it doesn't matter if they deem that your account is a risk to them legally, then they will shut you down. So it got me thinking after that, and it made me think, what would you guys do if you lost your eBay account? And you couldn't get it back. And I'm not talking about, because there was a lot of people who said to me, well, I'd just create another account. Well, it's not as easy as that. If eBay shut you down, if you leave of your own volition and delete your account, you can always reopen another account or reactivate your old account. But if eBay remove you, it's very difficult to get another account going. It's almost impossible, because there's things like your name, your email address, your phone number, your home address, even your IP address are all linked to whatever account you attempt to create. And then if you try to circumvent the rules, there's a very high chance that you'll just get shut down again. So you could go to a load of work setting up a new account, putting a load of listings on, and eBay will just shut you down again. So forget circumventing the rules. I'm talking about what would you do if you just couldn't operate on eBay. We'll come to the comments in a minute, but I'm just going to have a look at a couple of the surveys that I put out. I put 3 out last week in preparation for tonight's show to try and discuss this particular question.
While you're looking for it, I'll say hello to Laura Rash. She says, hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Right. So the first question I put out was, would you be, a very, very simple yes or no. Would you be dead in the water if you lost your eBay account? So would your reselling business be pretty much finished? You don't see any way out of it. So you're done for reselling if you lost your eBay account. 78% of you, so that's 4 out of 5 people said yes, eBay is my biggest marketplace and it's difficult to replace. 22% said no, eBay isn't my biggest marketplace. So that's a fair whack, and that's nearly 200 votes that gave that. So before we move on to the next question, we'll see where
Dungeons and Joy Quest says it makes no sense.
What time are you on?
I don't know, because I can't do it anymore.
Got it.
There has been. It made me lose my thing. It makes no sense unless there has been a complaint from a buyer. I know they authenticate trainers, but I'm not sure a guy on minimum wage is going to be the best expert. Dave says, imagine eBay doing refunds to both the customer and the seller with those trainers.
I think that's it. And also, because these trainers were like one-off trainers, it's all right for the authenticators to say they're genuine, but if there's some kind of dispute down the line, there's got to be big legal implications, hasn't there? Because there's such high value involved. And like Dave here said, potentially they've got a high monetary value risk as well, because they might have to refund the buyer.
Doesn't mean that Chris always said to never sell really high-end stuff and did it himself. Tory said he bought from a private collector for some of his trainers, so couldn't provide the paperwork.
The thing is, these trainers were second-hand, so I'm making the assumption they were second-hand. So if they're second-hand, I assume all you'd need to provide is like an invoice or a receipt to say that you bought them from someone. And surely, as Chris is somebody who is teaching people how to best practice on eBay and stuff like that for reselling. So where's his invoice? Where's his receipt for it? That I don't understand that, but I'm not really here to second guess sort of Chris, because I don't know the ins and outs of it. So I'm not here to criticize or second guess, but obviously maybe an invoice from a second-hand purchase, cash purchase, is not sufficient for eBay.
Bilderman said I'd get a job. I think that would be the first thing anybody would have to look for.
You'd have to seriously consider it. We'll get onto that in a minute, because that's on another question.
Solstead says 1.8 million in 7 months. No wonder they wanted invoices.
Big risk, isn't it, to them?
Mail Retro, is it because eBay now offer the authentication service? I heard they will be doing this with collectible cards too. Well,
the thing is, Mail Retro, these trainers, albeit they were high value, 20 grand trainers, massive value trainers, they were obviously going through the authentication process. They were approved. There were none that were not approved or sent back as fake. So they were all deemed to be real. So I don't think it's really got anything to do with the authentication service.
JJ, probably going to wholesales. I've managed to build up a bit of client base, and then car boots, probably house removals as well.
Yeah, good plan.
Betty Bob, he said it was only worth doing during the no fees period. Helen Craddock, even though most likely due to money laundering.
This is a big one, Helen, and this was the first thing that I thought about when I watched it. I did watch his video just out of interest, as probably most of us did. As a former police officer myself, and also when you've got high value amounts going through your bank account, when you're buying a house, you've got to deal with money laundering checks. So if you've got big chunks of 25 grand here, 50 grand there, money laundering is a big thing. So I would imagine that this is one of the big reasons why, if you can't provide an invoice to prove where you bought these from, then it could be money laundering, couldn't it? And I'm just saying that I'm not accusing him of it. I'm just saying that from, potentially eBay's perspective. If this guy isn't going to give us an invoice, we have to assume the worst.
From Reseller said he was getting preferential fees as a volume seller. Was he using this agreement to save on fees? eBay might not have liked that.
Yeah, definitely, Brum, yeah.
Haggis Lover said plenty of other sites, but you would probably need to expand your choices on what you sell.
Rally Roots did a good. I've not watched that one, Tori. I might dig that out and have a look.
Organizer Ria says, "Hello, Chris and your lovely wife." Thank you very much. That's a good compliment today, because I've not even had time to put makeup on.
Which wife are you talking about, Organizer?
Clearly that Muppet on the show. Steve Jackson says, sounds more to it if he had no invoice for buying them or a collector, etc. Surely he'd need proof of tax.
He definitely needs something for his tax, man.
MD Picker is with us.
Hi, Shay.
Dungeon Draper says, not dead, but 90% have managed to generate good sales via our own website and social media promotion, which we intend to continue driving traffic to.
Yeah. I mean, it is tough to create and build your own website and drive traffic to it. But I think if you lost your eBay, then it would definitely have to be an option, wouldn't it, if you don't have one already?
Dave says, same stories with Amazon's accounts with no invoices.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazon is the same.
Brum says eBay is my biggest marketplace, but I would change my existing setup.
You'd have to adapt, wouldn't you? You'd have to adapt.
Monkeyfish said, I have my original eBay account from 2003 suspended. Can buy but not sell. But I have a business account and private one as well.
Oh, okay.
Brooke says he states suspension is not from high ticket items, but less than a minute later he says was selling shoes upwards of 25 grand. If a 25 grand pair of shoes isn't a high ticket item, I don't know what it is.
I know.
eBay were doing zero final value fees on trainers over 100 for a while.
Right. So maybe he was kind of taking advantage of those kind of promotional offers.
Brooke said if he was so knowledgeable about eBay and how it works, he would have anticipated this happening, which he does sort of acknowledge, saying he grew too fast too soon and not having any proof of purchase. I suppose you can just get a bit giddy though when you get into that sort of money. You maybe.
I guess he kind of
a bit ahead of himself.
I guess he found this source or multiple sources for, big ticket items, and just ran with it, didn't he? And got what he could out of it. I mean, I think he said in his video that he actually wasn't really making much profit on those. So, I mean, I don't know what percentages we're talking about, but I assume he was making enough to make it worthwhile. But he said he did say that there wasn't a big margin in those. So he might have sold something for 25 grand a pair, but maybe it cost him, 23, 24 grand. Maybe he's only making, percentage wise, a small percentage, but dollar wise, a fair amount for one transaction.
Harry said Daly will be fine. He's already getting a Shopify, etc. going and will be raking in money in no time.
I'm sure.
Seemed like a rookie mistake, but it's something that we're all capable of doing, isn't it? And like you said, especially when you start getting into big amounts of money, you can just get a little bit giddy.
Maybe a trainer manufacturer complained about the selling of, because they're one-off trainers, aren't they? Maybe there was a complaint coming. Yeah, you never know. You don't know, do you?
Dave says, do we now start talking about if our eBay business account is just suitable for new products in future and private accounts for second hand?
I don't think it's necessary, Dave. Obviously, I don't know for sure, but I would say that if your eBay is made for selling the low value stuff, 0 to £30, not 0, but £1 to £30 items is probably what eBay is best known for. And is built for that. And I don't really, and secondhand as well. It's one of the main places you go to buy secondhand stuff online is eBay. So I don't really see it being a case of we can't do the secondhand stuff anymore. The question I think is, where did he get so many, and why did he have no receipt? 100% that is the question. I don't understand how you don't have just a handwritten receipt. You have to have that, don't you, for tax reasons? You have to have some level of receipt.
Fletch one says you can get an item kicked off your listing if you have just one complaint, and it can come from anyone. Happened to me and friends a lot. So you just don't know, do you? Tam and Bell says I'd ask for more hours at Poundland.
Yeah.
Knight's Life says I would love to be earning the money he's earning. Won't we all?
I know. Secret Carper said he'd have to move over to eBay Gum.
The Bounty Hunter. Oh, the Bounty Hunter's with us. Hello.
Hi.
Santa says if I lost my eBay store, I'd move on to eBay Gum.
And Santa's in the States. I don't even think eBay Gum exists over there, but he's still going to use it. So good luck.
I've never looked. I've still not looked at eBay Gum, even though I now know it's real. Oh, Chop Chop's with us. Hello, Chop Chop.
Sod reselling. I want to do the job of a guy who can afford it. Yes. 100%. Yeah.
I was kind of thinking that. I was thinking, God, you've got to be in a good place to even buy a pair of trainers at 25k.
Yeah, he did say Dungeons. He did say that he had evidence of the transaction in his bank, He gave bank statements, but that wasn't sufficient. They wanted proper receipts. So
he said when he purchased them.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Catan says, when I need my account value increase, eBay rep quiz me, and only when I gave the reason they increased it. If anything goes wrong, especially recently, I call them up. He should have checked him with eBay to check his account's health or any alarm bells.
Okay, I've got another question. This was from the last week's poll. This follows on from the last one. If you lost your eBay account with no way to get it back, what is your next move? Now, some of you have already answered that. 44%, so almost half of you, said, I would rely on other marketplaces like Vinted, Depop, Amazon, Etsy, Facebook Marketplace, etc. So you'd move around to the other marketplaces. That probably seems like the sensible way to do it. 34% of you, so just over a third of you, said they have to go get a real job or a full-time paid-for job. I think, that has to be like an option, doesn't it? If you lose your biggest income, you have to think about it. Why are you looking at me like that? That was scary then. You're like staring at me. It was burning into me.
Do you know what it is? I'm literally just struggling not to zone out constantly because I'm tired. So I do apologise if I just randomly stare.
13% said other, and I did ask people to comment, and I'll have a quick look at those in a minute. 6% of you said open your own website like a Shopify account. And 3% said they'd consider opening a high street shop, like a bricks and mortar shop. So some of the comments on this particular question, Veda82 said, open my own website last year. It's already doing more for me than eBay. Between that and selling on other platforms, eBay went from 100% of my business to less than 20%. So that's interesting. Matt's Reboot Disc says, I'd go back to selling every weekend at the boot sales. Brooke said, not really sure. Good one to think about, though. Only use eBay. I've tried other platforms, but don't get on with them. So it's just something to keep up here, isn't it? What would you do? Some people said that they'd make a new account on eBay, but we know that if you lose your account, that's probably, the worst thing you can probably do. Space Invader said, only 4 years left before I retire, so suppose I'd just bring that forward by 4 years.
I was literally going to read that then. It was on
here. Sell at Boot Sales says Reseller Daz. There you go.
Tonk said they'd retire and play Call of Duty more.
Yes, nice.
Kathy's joined us. Hello,
Hi, Kathy.
Kimmy Kitty said, get my nan to open an eBay account for me. AMPJ said Vinted and Depop equal 2% of my sales turnover.
Yeah, that's the issue. Nothing really can match it unless you're on Amazon, then you might be able to match it or beat it.
Nespresso is with us. Hello.
Hello.
Wake up, Belle. I know. I'm trying my best. Look, I'm here. That's all I can say. I'm here. Better than not.
Zippy's just got back from the boot sale at this time.
Wow, it's a late
This time, that's mental. Cherry Jane's in as well.
Hi, Cherry.
Yeah, Tori says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. If you're enjoying the stream, give us a thumbs up.
Brooke said, maybe try other marketplaces, but isn't the audience that eBay offers for items I sell? Open my own website, but it's getting traffic to the website.
Very difficult.
And the costs of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Very difficult. Catan said he's considering going on Amazon. I've always hated the idea. I've been on it, as you know, Catan. I wouldn't really want to go back. I would if I was forced to, but it's not really something I want to do right now.
Dave said Tommy Bernard got his app back after issues. We have Victor's Volters with us. Hello.
Hello.
Is that a new one?
Interesting name.
Don't recognise that. If it is, hello and welcome.
Let's do the duck race now before Belle's gone.
Someone's out of sleep stairs at us all, Chris. I'm so sorry. I do struggle when I'm tired. Sometimes when I'm really tired, I do sort of zone a little bit. So if you find me drooling in a minute, like...
Richard says, likely sell on another platform. Can't see another option I'd currently consider. I'm done making money for someone else and enjoying the freedom of being my own boss. Where there's a will, there's a way. That's right, isn't it?
Space Invader said, if you had no eBay, then you would put more effort into Depop.
Yeah, you would. You put more time into the other ones.
The Dave, hi, just pulled over. Don't be scaring us like this, Dave. Driving but listening, everyone. Cherry Jane, bank holidays and knackering, and I didn't even get to go to a food sale.
Let's look at the last question that I did. Okay, and I was interested to hear how much you rely on eBay for your income. So I put the question out: what percentage, roughly, of your reselling income comes from eBay sales? And it's kind of an all or nothing answer from everybody. So 56% of you said 81 to 100% of your income comes from eBay. And there's over 200 votes on this. So it's a decent sort of perspective. And then on the opposite scale, 21% of you said 0 to 20% of your income comes from eBay. So it's either all or nothing, it looks like. And there's a few in between. So 14% said 61 to 80%. And then 5% each for the other two, 21 to 40 and 41 to 60%. So like 21% of you don't really rely on eBay, but 56% of you really rely on eBay. And I put myself in that 56%, by the way. I do rely on eBay, probably around 85%, I would say. And then the rest split over other avenues, maybe 80 to 85%.
Secret Carper said, we turn our noses up to other sites like Vinted and Depop is because we put 95% of our effort into eBay.
It's true, because if you didn't have eBay and like you were then to focus your entire day on another platform, we all know all the platforms have in common is when you put effort into them, and when you look at her, she's going.
I'm trying.
She's like, I can't yawn.
I'm trying so hard.
Stop leaning on there, babes.
Trying.
We all know that all the platforms have in common. What all the platforms have in common is the fact that if you put time and effort into them, apart from eBay gum.
Which you never know.
Which you never know. That might even work.
Get on eBay.
If you do put the time and effort into listing on them, you will reap some rewards. So yeah, you would put more time into the rest.
Anthony Bedworth has joined us and has said, hello both. I'm going to Haven, Devon Cliffs in May. Do you know any car boots locally? You
need to join our car boot Facebook group.
Devon and Cornwall.
Just look for Devon and Cornwall car boot sales, tabletops, jumbo trails and sales, that kind of thing. It's on Facebook. It's a group. There's around 3,000 to 4,000 people in it, and we all share events in Devon and Cornwall. So just join that. That's the easiest thing.
I don't know where the Haven, Devon Cliffs.
No, I don't know where that one is.
I mean, if you could tell us sort of the area it's based in, then we might be able to give you some of the ones that we do know about.
Kitan says 99% eBay, 1% Facebook.
And that 1% is the biggest pain in your ass.
Yes.
Fletch one, mentioning suspension, I listed a small silver penknife, got a warning email from eBay. Silly me relisted it as a fruit knife, was suspended for 3 days. Okay, so
if any of you have had a suspension on eBay, a ban, suspension, I was going to say suspended then, a ban, suspension, or whatever, drop a comment. Let's hear why, if you're willing to share it.
Dave says, open the window. No, I'm only just getting warm after getting off that boat.
Emsden rely on eBay for 90%.
The Dave, nothing better than eBay for reaching the number of potential customers unless you're a huge brand or damn good at what you do. eBay is still king.
Stop snoring.
Santa, they're pretty serious about weapons ban.
100% eBay for Richard. Yeah, so let us know if you have ever received a suspension or anything like that, or a permanent suspension, which is a bit of an oxymoron, I think.
You're a moron.
Thanks. If you've ever received a permanent suspension, then and you got it back, I assume, or haven't got it back, let us know in the comments.
Huskies Emporium has joined us. Hello.
Hello, Husty.
Husty says, yes, they've been suspended.
What happened? What happened? Let us know. Years ago. Give us the lowdown if you're all right. What are you doing?
Trump?
No, I have not. Thank you very much.
It smells funky in here.
I think your nose is too near your own ass.
It smells funky.
I don't do things like that. You know that.
But when did she come up?
Earlier. Husty says I was suspended for 5 years.
Wow.
I mean, that's a long one.
Beaver and Kit has joined us. Don't ask where the name came from. I had listings removed for selling a GeoMag, yet the Entertainer and other large eBay accounts can sell them even after being reported.
But the Entertainer is a big organization. They may well have an agreement with, I don't know what GeoMag is, but they may have a resell agreement with them that allows them to resell. I don't know.
Sounds like big companies are leaving eBay, i.e. Argos has left.
Really? Oh, that's interesting.
Do I have a suspension bell? You cheeky monkey.
From this channel, she will do in a minute. She keeps yawning.
Santa Claus, to paraphrase the NASCAR people, if you haven't been suspended, you're not trying.
I don't know much about NASCAR, Santa. So yeah, I'll have to believe you on that one.
Haggis says, way too scared to be 100% reliant on eBay only. See, this clearly isn't the same as the cops, because we used to get told in the cops if you weren't getting complained about, you weren't doing your job properly. This is the opposite end.
Tonk says, I was banned from listing and items taken off search for silly things like a Vero. When I just started, I was listing things in the wrong category. Yeah. I've had a couple of Veros. I don't think I've ever had a suspension, touch wood, of any kind, 3 days or whatever. I haven't had anything like that. But I've had items taken down. I've had Veros, warnings.
You got one over a sign, that metal sign.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
You know the parental advisory explicit lyrics logo? I had a metal sign like this. And apparently it's like a copyrighted image or something, and you can't sell anything with it on.
Richard said had a 3-day listing restriction for listing a vintage cat gun.
Right. Okay.
From Reseller said eBay can prevent the listing from blocking it at the source of listing. They don't do themselves any favors.
I agree with that one. I wish they would do that. I wish they'd pop up a warning. You know, if we've said this before, haven't we? And I know John has commented about this previously. But there's no reason why eBay's system can't detect when you're trying to list something with certain keywords in that will inevitably, cause a problem with Veros and stuff like that. It's like if you try to list something with the word Velcro in the title, we all know that Velcro is one of the big no-nos to use the word. It's always hook and loop. But if you try to list something with Velcro, right, when you hit list, it should be a piece of cake for eBay just to ping up a message to say, warning, this goes against eBay's Vero policy.
No.
Exactly. Why can't it do that and give you the option not to list it? Or it says, do you understand by listing this, you must have the right to sell it or whatever, and then you can carry on listing it.
Husky said it was an accumulation of 3 warnings, all of them honest. The final one was a pair of Ralph Lauren jeans that I got from TK Maxx.
Wow.
Husky says, back then the buyer could say they were fake and eBay would believe them. Bills and Moon says permanent suspension is a tautology, which is saying the same thing twice, I think. So you are corrected. Husky says, I did phone up but hit brick walls and got told by people higher up that I was not meant for eBay. Cheeky monkeys. Laura says, next time stream from the bedroom so Belle's comfy. Technically, this is the bedroom.
Bang Bang Duck says, one item taken down due to a listing mistake.
Santa says, NASCAR is famous for race teams pushing everything right up to the limit and sometimes over it. They say if you're not cheating, you're not trying hard enough.
Wow.
Shabratron, how long does a Vero stay on your account?
It depends what eBay tell you. You have to. I don't know actually the answer to it, but eBay will normally tell you in their email like what the script is with it. Amy says that Haven Holiday Park is in Exmouth.
Right,
this is not far from here.
Archer's Car Boot in Exmouth is good, and also Exeter Park and Ride. There you go. Betty Bob said I had a warning pop up listing a Pokemon Sword and Shield card.
So they can do it. That's interesting. I've never had a warning like that at all. Mind you, I've probably been selling stuff that isn't.
But even Vinted gives you warnings, doesn't it? When you're listing stuff, even Vinted pops up with, please make sure these are your pictures when you've screenshotted stuff and things like that. So it's not that difficult.
Katan's got a good point. The thing he doesn't like about eBay's policies is that they point blank just say that you're suspended. Don't let you appeal it or give you a reason. You at least deserve a reason, don't you?
Someone will take them to court one day. Kathy said Nerf guns have a warning message so it can be done easily.
I didn't know that, but yeah.
Tam Bell says you can't say that something is like something. We had a listing removed for saying it was like a Charlie bear. I
think at one point they might have changed it, but I remember I had some messages from eBay because I wrote that something was like new.
Yeah, you can't put like new.
I think I put it in the title. I think you might get away with it in the description, but in the title, I used to use like new a lot, and they started clamping down on that. So I don't think you can use that phrase.
Santa said that functionality will be implemented once eBay upgrade their service to Windows 98.
Yes.
Husky says it was hell at the time, so I started a Shopify store, but that was a nightmare. Tried several times to get it back over the years, and finally, a few years back, my partner said, try one more time. Porky's Discounts has joined us.
Right, Porky.
Hello. Monkey Thrifty, I had a telling off for selling adult products as
massages.
I
got, remember last year, I think it was last year, I picked up a couple of adult VHS tapes. Do you remember those? I think it was like shagging for the over 40s or something.
Didn't you send that to Tam and Bell?
Yeah, I think I did actually. But yeah, and I put a note on it, don't list it on eBay. But yeah, I got that taken off eBay, even though there's lots of adult material on eBay. Mine was taken off.
How do you know there's lots of adult material on eBay?
I've just heard it.
Husky said, I proved that I was running a legitimate business and I never believed that I would ever get it back. Had a phone call back. They said yes, but that was 5 years later.
Christ, that's mad, isn't it?
Richard said you do get warnings on certain items. Kim and Kitty said, I tried to list a squishy toy new and it popped up. I could not list the item due to regulations.
That's never happened to me. Never happened to me. So they can do it. They could do it more, couldn't they?
Husky said they do lots of things different now, to be fair. It was right on top of Christmas the 15th.
Catherine's in on Facebook. Hi, Kat.
Hi, sis. Husky says I could literally fill the whole show with what went on.
Well, I'm glad you got it back, and it's sad that it took so long.
Fletch1 said, yeah, I got pulled up for like new in the description.
Yeah, I used to do it a lot. When I first started on eBay, I used to put it a lot, and then they started clamping down on it.
Husky says a Vero lasts or used to last forever. Don't take your account for granted. Delboy said, Jerry, I had a listing removed for like new in the title. Also had listing removed for a kid's football shirt as being fake.
Right.
So even when you're trying to be honest, you can't.
John says, my bend over VHS was taken down, even though there was one sold. Exactly. It was similar situation with the one that I had, John. There was, there's plenty of them on there.
Tonk says, as new title, I got in trouble as well, Chris. I also added not Lego and got in trouble.
Yeah, you can't use that one either.
They told me not to use style in the title also, but I've done it several times and they haven't warned me again.
Yeah.
Santa Claus, an older boy, told you about the adult material. Now, I'd be even more concerned if it was an older boy that has told him. She's always slipping Mandy, aye, pervy thrifter. Oh, Steve Jackson's off. Night all, another duck race miss.
Steve, why don't you just wait 10 minutes before you go to bed?
5 minutes.
It's like It's like he has to go to bed at 9 p.m. every night. It's like, come on.
I nearly said, can I join you, Steve? But...
No. Yeah, it's like it's 5 to 9. Steve, right? We'll have to remember this every Monday night now. 5 to 9. Steve. Everyone wish Steve good night. He could just stay for an extra 10 minutes, can he?
Bang bang. Duck says, I have a control your woman talking remote control. Wonder if I'd get a feral listing that.
Probably.
Husky says I had a listing removed when they were exactly the same one that had sold, and I phoned up and proved the bag was real, and it still counted as a defect.
Oh, it's annoying, isn't it? It doesn't make no sense.
Zippy said I've had a game taken off for being inappropriate called Secret Hitler, but there is many more still on there.
It's like, why? How did he pick on yours? That's the thing. Tried to list.
I've just read that as night bullshit, but it's night Big Steve.
Yeah, I read the same. I read the same, but then I clocked it. Tried to list a Mario onesie, wasn't allowed because of the brand.
Okay.
I had a listing removed. The film Base Moi banned in Merry. Yes, it is. It is banned.
You're
believe.
very knowledgeable on all this, aren't you?
That one is. That one is. It's not seen it myself.
Husky says the defects literally add up and stay there forever, so don't make too many mistakes. Richard said you can get varials or restrictions retrospectively, so just because you sell it quickly and it's sold doesn't mean you've got away with it. Because didn't you say you've had them afterwards?
Yes.
After they've sold?
A while back, I sold some. What was that magic coffee called?
Oh.
Smart coffee.
Yeah.
I think it's smart coffee. It's filled with all the vitamins, and it's supposed to be a weight loss aid as well.
Even though we bought it off eBay.
Yeah. Well, I sold a load. I had a load left over because we were using it for a little while, weren't
Business venture.
Yeah. Anyway, that's another story. But I sold some of it off on eBay, and it sold really quickly. It sold like almost instantly.
Sorry.
Get it? Coffee. It sold instantly.
Yes.
Anyway, about 3 weeks after I sold them, I had all the listings removed. I'm like, it's a bit late now. Ooh.
Soul Step says Shaking Stevens items used to get taken down from eBay years ago by the brand owner. Catan said I had the word lighting for Apple lighting cable taken off. I called them up and asked what I was supposed to put. Instead, they shrugged it off with a crap excuse. Tonk says I got several listings removed for having replica watches in my description.
Oh.
They were replica war watches. They were licensed replicas, won my appeal and got my listings back.
Well, at least you managed to appeal it.
Joanne says, Chris, do you know the English title of Base Moi?
No, I don't actually, Joanne, but I've got a feeling you're going to tell me.
Is it allowed to be put in the chat?
Probably not.
Monkey Fisher said, John Hodges, I bought that film from Nick Hills last year, still haven't seen it. Porky said I had some Projet compatible ink cartridges took off because they said they were for Epson. They said it was not made by Epson, so couldn't use the name. There were over 300 similar listings on eBay.
That kind of thing really winds me up because it's like, well, if you're going to take mine down, you can take everybody else's down.
Mel says he's had a few Dr. Seuss book listings.
Yes, I've heard that off a few people, so that's not unusual. Yeah, the Dr. Seuss ones are a bit dodgy. Is it eBay Inc. for a reason they can make up their own rules and dump you in the gutter as and when they choose, but generally in their eyes you've done things wrong? A bit like the police.
Kathy said, our rug's still versed.
Vero, do you mean? I'm not sure. I've not sold Uggs for a while. Okay, well, we've hit the bottom.
Is it duck race time and then bed?
All right, calm down. Calm down. Yeah, calm down. Oh, guess what I've sold?
Oh.
One of the Elvis plates that I listed last week on the Come List With Me. I've sold one of those, full price $14.99.
You know, does that mean we're going to have a fight?
Oh, I've sold 2 Elvis plates.
Woohoo!
I really thought I might be sat on them for a little while.
Yeah, but the film's coming out.
I know.
The film's coming out. It's all good.
It was you who reminded me of that. When is that film out, babes? I'm looking forward to that.
Helen Credit said, "Ooh, I got a pair of Ugg boots listed. Yikes!"
I don't know for sure, Helen.
Catan said he forgot about the duck race. How can you forget about the duck race? It's a highlight of the show.
No, it's not. It's our informative eBay chit chat.
Joe Fitzgerald has joined us. Hello.
Is it the sausage prize again? No, that got claimed, Laura. That got claimed and it's been sent off and everything.
Chris is all shook up. Waited 6 minutes and still no duck race. Oh, see, you told Steve to wait and he has done. Quick, get the duck race on.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Can you upgrade my duck to a dolphin? Oh, do you know, I feel so bad because my son and his fiance actually treated us today to this boat trip to go see seals and dolphins, and they spent a fortune and we didn't see any.
No.
It was still fun and Chris nearly died.
Yeah. I'm going to put a short out, right? I went live on Facebook. You need
to get the duck done.
Okay. I went live on Facebook and nearly died on the boat. And the only thing I could think of shouting out when I was nearly dying was Captain Phillips.
Right, come on, about Steve.
Okay, right. This is the prize for tonight. And this has been very, very kindly sent to us by the one and only Tori. Let's see. It is not just any mug.
It is duck egg blue.
Oh, it's very dark. There.
But he's got a tiny cute little duck inside. It's so sweet. These prizes are getting better.
I think Tori actually told me not to mention her name. But I've done it now, Tori, so sorry. But look how cute it is. Look how cute it is. There's a little duck in there. So when you finish your brew, you get to say hello to little ducky. So that is tonight's prize. Sorry, Tori. Is she in?
I knew as soon as you'd said it.
Oh, I know. I knew as soon as I said it as well.
I know, because you shut up really quickly.
She's like, Chris, I don't need a shout out. But you got to thank Tori for that one. Sorry. But it's very kind of you, Tori, so thank you. Right. You keep everyone chatting. I'll load up the competitors.
Husky says, are they in the duck race?
I don't know. You should be. Did you comment on last week's video? Why don't you remind people how they can enter next week's duck race?
Here are the rules of it. No. Yeah, if you haven't already entered the duck race by commenting on last week's video after it had finished, then unfortunately you can't join now. But to get into next week's duck race, as soon as this live is finished, put a comment underneath the video just saying duck or whatever you want, and then your name will be added to next week's list. Do we know how many we've got this week?
I'm going to tell you in just a second.
That's a long list of names.
It is. This could be the biggest duck race yet.
And please, somebody come on and take over from us and do.
We need a volunteer for the what do you call it?
I know, that's why
commentary.
I've just froze because I'm like, I don't know what word to use. Yeah, for the commentating on the duck race, it is really difficult.
55 in the race tonight. I think that's the biggest.
It is really difficult.
I'm going to use this. I'll do it this week.
Are you doing it this week?
Yeah, I'll give you a rest. I'm going to use this. I'm going to take it off there. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Are we ready for the duck race, people? Roll up, roll up. That's a bit loud, that, isn't it? That's a bit loud. How do I turn it down?
I don't know. Jethro said, love the Facebook Live on the boat, sea dolphin hunting.
Yeah.
Tori said you're a git.
I know. I'm so sorry, Tori. I totally forgot. Testing. Here we go.
Bills and moons. We like Tori prizes. We do. Tori says, imagine if she won it.
Oh. Please, Tori, please win this. I'll send it back to you.
How many in the race tonight? 55, did we say? Not been training then, no? Neighbours will love you. Thankfully, the neighbours are possibly watching now. They know we've got a YouTube channel. Hi.
Right.
Just give me the megaphone and I'll do it. Right, are we ready?
Yeah, almost.
Oh, you can come join us as well. You're going to come say hello to your fans after the duck race. You're going to come say hello to your fans. Yeah.
Are we on? Can you tell me that we're on? It looks like we're on.
No, not yet at the moment. I'll tell you when it's on. Yeah, we're on.
Okay, let's shuffle them up. I'll give him 5 shuffles. Is Steve still here? Or is he giving up?
There's no comments from Steve, but he's probably cursing you.
He's gone. Whoopsie daisy. Nearly dropped that.
And there would be his Hugh Grant moment.
Say it so many times. Right.
It's like being out.
Okay, are we ready?
Sounds like the car boot butcher on the mic.
Are we ready? Are we ready, everybody? Ready? Are you ready, Dave?
Are we ready? On your marks, get set, get quacking!
And they're off. And we start off with Nespresso, closely followed by the Wind Pilot. That's a disadvantage to everybody else, isn't it? Having the wind behind you. And there's Chelsea and Cherry Jane in the pink duck tonight. And Katana's just coming up on the far side there. Martin J takes the lead with the B Duck. Manchester B getting there. Yorkshire Mix is the Snowman. And Bang Bang Duck is now in the lead. Tory, believe it or not, just came up to the front and now is right at the back straight away. Callum Eltham is just a beak in the lead. Justy23, Tea Cakes, and Oliver Ian and Bell's Craft Corner all swapping places at the front of the queue. Shabatron came forward and then went back. Tory is going to be close. I'm telling you now, this is going to be bloody hilarious if Tory wins this. Sheriff Roscoe is close in there as well with Packet Boy, Fat Friffs, and who is that? Is that Tam and Bell close there with the police helmet on? Tory is still leading this pack. Helen Craddock is very close. AMPR is going so fast he's going to be caught on camera in a minute. Ali Evans in the clown outfit. Justy23, Fat Fish is taking the lead. There's lots of swapping and changing going on here as we enter the final 25 seconds. This is going to start evening itself out in a minute with Brooke up front, Callum Eltham. Lana is now taking the lead. Joanne Noble is currently the leader with 15 seconds to go. It looks like it's going to be Joanne Noble for sure. She is taking a massive lead here at the front. It's going to be an easy win for Joanne Noble for sure. No! Hang on a second. It's Oliver Ian. Oliver Ian has won the duck race with his lovely little pink duck.
He was only moping that he didn't see his name last week. There we go.
Joanne Noble was so close. She was leading the pack towards the end, but was pipped at the post by Oliver Ian, aka Steve from Movie Chats. If you're into movies, go and watch Movie Chats on a Thursday night.
Oliver Ian, the last thing he put was mine's in reverse. Well, it clearly wasn't. Cherry Jane said hers had too many Easter eggs. Cherry's has got a stitch. Ivy Julie Harvey loves it. She said this is quackers. Dave says it's fixed. I'm not even going to say what Oliver Ian has said, but yes, you've won. Steve by a beak. Stuart Inquiry.
That was Joanne Noble all the way there for the last 20 seconds.
Steve Jackson put off. The only one I watch and the git wins it.
That's funny.
Nice belated birthday present.
Hey, yeah, that's it, isn't it? A lovely little mug there for little Steve.
Lots of congrats for Steve. And who was it who put just before we start that they'd only just realised they'd been doing it wrong and they'd been commenting before we'd finished? I can't remember who it was now. But...
Just as a reminder, everyone, if you want to be in next week's duck race, when this live stream has finished and we've gone off air, go back to the video, make any comment you wish. You can say what you like. I will enter you into next week's duck race. Okay? I know, nice turn of speed.
Mike Halpin is leaving us. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Mike.
We'll be following you very soon.
John at YLM, well done, little Steve.
This week's winner, next week's commentator.
Oh, that's a nice little idea, isn't it? Maybe little Steve would like to come on and do it next week.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to do it first. That was good fun, that one, because I was sure Joanne was going to get that. I was sure. It was
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Tori was up there for quite a while. She was all at the front for ages.
She was. I know.
Husky said, I thought I'd leave it a few days this time rather than commenting right away and then forgot.
Well, the best thing is just to go straight away when we finish and comment. Normally, when we finish the stream, we get a raft of notifications.
Comments.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Laura that said that she'd got a bit confused. She said that's why she missed out on the sausage.
Oh.
Don't use that excuse too often.
Amy on Facebook says, what time is the cut off to comment? It's when we start... Like tonight, when we started our stream at 8 o'clock, that's the cut-off time. So you've got an entire week to do it. You've got a week. Thanks, Helen.
Is off. Secret Capper will start. Is off. Thanks for joining us. Tea cakes, I'll take second. Jabbertron's leaving us. See, we've all had busy weekends. Everyone's just knackered now. Everyone's like, yeah, we'll go in. See you, bye.
I need to show you something, actually, just on the shelf back here. Little Steve, I've not forgotten Little Steve. Little Steve gave me this a couple of weeks ago when we were up at his place. And we're going to donate that as a prize at some point. We're not sure. I'm not sure when. I'll probably do it on a week when I haven't picked something up. So that'll give me something to give away as a prize. So for now, it's going to stay in my backdrop. And when the time's right, it will be a prize. Mm-hmm.
Santa said, nice techniques on the screen sharing car boot, Chris.
Nice technique.
Look at him. Chris was looking then. He was like, is he here? Is Santa with us? Has he joined us?
Oh, was he not able to see it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Chevy Jane likes that duck.
Always amazing Monday. Thanks to Dave. That's...
So Richard says, have you got any live listings or lunchtime shows this
week?
It's
a very good question, Richard. I'm glad you asked it. Well, there's definitely I don't think we'll do a come list with me this week because I did one last week. So definitely a minimum of one live lunch hour. I might do 2 live lunch hours this week. We'll see. I've got 2 boot sale videos out this week. And also I might put out a haul video because today we went to a bank holiday cricket club boot sale. I didn't do any footage of the boot sale because I'm already 2 behind on the videos. So I'm like 2 ahead at the minute, or 2 behind. So I didn't want to...
2 car boots ahead.
Yeah, I'm 2 car boots ahead at the moment. So when you see when it comes out, that was 2 car boots ago. So I didn't want to film another one and start getting myself into a muddle. So today... I got some nice items, so what I might do is just film a haul video rather than the 2 boot sale and haul all in one. So there's plenty coming up on the channel this week. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss a live show. Because when we go live and we do a lunch hour live, if you're not subscribed, you're not going to get that notification. She's going to bed. Is that it? You done? Will you finish?
We need to give them...
Don't just get up like that. We're in the middle of a... This is a professional show.
We need to give... I just realised then I was like, we need to give them a proper Easter send-off. And it's not a send-off without this.
That didn't work.
It didn't work, did it? It fell off. Come on, who can resist a Cocker Spaniel with bunny ears?
stay in your back what, Chris? What?
You put your duck in your backdrop.
Oh. Don't you dare send it back. That might. It's a disco duck. Yeah, it's cool. That's why I'm just keeping it for now. I quite like it, so I'm going to keep it until I've got a week when I haven't got any pickups. Maybe it's a rainy car boot week, and this will be a great prize for that week. So for now, he's just going to stay here.
Easter car boot due out in the summer.
Should we give it a name? Give it a name. Ed.
Ed the duck.
Right, we need to name this duck. So when he finally gets a new home, we can send it along with his new name. So should we call it Disco Duck?
Disco Duck. There you
Disco.
go.
I reckon Disco, unless we've got a better name.
Sparkle Butt.
Sparkle Butt. Okay. What butts you've been looking at? Please do a list with me. I've got so much to list right now, but I don't get it done properly on a list with me. Bell's even going to have to chip in this week.
He's basically demanded that I help him.
Oh, what have I sold? Oh, a jacket. Easter car boot video due out in the summer. Yeah, thanks for that, Steve. Lindsay Tower says, I'm new to all this. Watched the live listing and enjoyed it. First time watching a duck race. Hopefully I'll be in it next week. Oh, yes, Lindsay. We'll definitely make a comment when the show is finished.
Thanks
and you'll
for joining us anyway.
Really appreciate you popping along, though.
Thought she was getting cookie.
Is she the prize for next week?
Look at her. She's not impressed. Look at her. The head's gone.
I'm not joining in.
What's mummy done to you? Right.
Cookie is a beautiful bunny.
She is.
She's not impressed at all, Catan, no.
She's our Easter bunny. Aren't you? Look at the ears. Look at the ears.
That poor dog's been poorly now being dressed up on a live. Disco stew.
Disco stew.
Mr. Sparkle Pants. I like that one.
See?
Howard the Duck. That's a cracker. I've got Howard the Duck up here, actually. Somewhere. Oh, yeah, it's up there. I can't reach it. Disco Steve. That's good.
Disco Steve.
Cookie for next week's prize. Dr. Disco Duck. Thumbs up, everyone. Don't forget. Right, I think I'm going with this one. I'm going with Lana's suggestion.
Disco Steve.
This duck is now named not LS, but DS. It's not Little Steve, it's Disco Steve.
Woohoo! Disco Steve Sparkle Butt.
You can't say that's too long. All right, okay, that's it then. It's Disco Steve Sparkle Butt. Oh dear, oh dear. Disco Steve Sparkle Butt. I like that. Steve, have you got a sparkle butt? Oh dear, oh dear.
Right, is it bedtime?
I think we're going to call it a night.
Bell taking the quality of the content right down.
It's a cracking name. We'll have to try and remember because I will forget next week. I think we're finished for the night.
Yeah.
Should we call it a night? You are desperate for bed.
I am desperate for bed.
So look out for the rest of the videos, any live streams that we've got coming up this week, and don't forget to subscribe. Appreciate it. Appreciate all your support because these Monday night shows are great. It's a lot of fun with a little bit of proper content in there somewhere.
And there's always a cute dog with bunny ears.
Husty, just a quick comment. Changed to a featured store and boom, 12 sales. Nice one, Husty. That's a good one. I cannot disclose that. Sparkle butt. Cheers, Emsden. Appreciate it, guys. And that is it for this week. She's not happy as shit, so. All right, babes. All right, babes. Gives you a kiss.
We don't do kisses, do we?
No, we don't really.
That duck bloody music's still going.
No, it's not. It's the background music. Good night, everyone. That's it, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed our Monday night stream, and we'll see you next time.
Stay safe. Have fun.
Why are you nudging me for? She's nudging me.
I know.
You're nudging me. You're nudging me. Is it your baby? Is it your baby? Okay.
Night all. Bye.
See you, everyone. Take care. Have a good week. Happy sales.